What is Gucci Manucci's Darwin TV here, and welcome to the Half Court Podcast. On this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. I told you guys I'm going to bring a little bit of everything when it comes to this podcast. Sports is the main topic, but I like to bring that different perspective, different topics. So in this episode is going to be I feel like it's going to be good value for you guys just because it's on the business side of it. I got a good friend of mine, Aaron. Aaron has been his own boss for quite a bit. Started at a very young age. So I got a couple of questions that I'm going to ask him. He's going to give us some good advice because myself have started to go within the path of being my own boss. But let's get this started, man. Aaron, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, bro?
All right, bet, man. It's good to have you here, man. One of my good buddies from years to come. Let's get it started, man. So I've been in the filming business for quite a bit, and I wouldn't say the filming business. I just been like into more of the camera gear. When did you start getting into the filming business, and what got you into it, man?
Man, really, like the filming business, it wasn't really, I wouldn't really call it a film business either, because film is actually like cinema, like movies and all that stuff, which originally.
But you still would consider yourself a filmmaker because you do a lot of important things. Like, it's not the Hollywood style, but you bring a lot of value to your clients because you do weddings, you do music videos. Yeah. You did, the quinceañeras and shit.
Yeah, I guess so. That's why, like, creative director's kind of the title, I guess, that I could go with, because I don't know. I feel like film is actually shooting a 2-hour movie or, like, I know the amount of work that it takes to do that. So really what I do is kind of, I don't know, more, I would say creative director. Okay. But I mean, my goal is to eventually get to that, shoot a movie and do all that. But
gotcha.
Really what got me going, I just picked up a camera, bro. Like
that was it.
There's really no fucking, yeah.
So when
I picked up, I had my sister had one of those point and shoots, and it had a video recording setting on it. And I really just started shooting. Like, that's really what, she went to a high school where their yearbook was instead of having an actual book, like they had a DVD. So it was like a visual yearbook. And I seen that the kids in her class did a skit, and it was really well put together. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you can do that? So really that's what got me going there. I saw them do it, and they were young. They were like, they were still in high school. They're like 11th graders. So I seen that, and I picked up a camera and just started on Windows Movie Maker.
That's your first editing software.
Yeah. For the old school people on here, not old school, but I mean, I guess more people use iMovie now.
To start with.
Windows Movie Maker was like it's free, so
right.
That was really where I did my first cut. So really, when I got like addicted to it was at the point where I could take what was in the camera, put it in the computer, and then chop it up to whatever. That's
when it clicked, and you like.
I was like, "What the fuck? I can do whatever with this shit."
It's crazy, man. And you've been doing it like at a young age. And how long have you been doing this?
Man, I started at like 15.
15.
No, probably like 14. Like I said, but it wasn't serious. I was just putting things together, and then I started a YouTube channel when I was probably like 15, and I was consistent on it. Like every week, I was uploading skits.
Yeah,
I was just doing skits with my homies, stupid shit.
Yeah.
that I'm glad is not up anymore.
Because I mean, that's a part of it, bro. I think the journey of learning and making mistakes and learning from those mistakes is just. I guess it's just the process of it, man.
Really, that was the fun. That was really what got me into it. It was just fun, bro. I wasn't looking at it as no business.
Yes.
It was just fun being able to like write something down, and then going and shooting it, and then bring it back to the computer, and you basically manifest what you planned. So
yes. My thing is, I've always been a big fan of photography, man. I bought my first camera was a Nikon D3200, and that camera is still alive to this day. I still take pictures with it.
I remember when you had it back in.
Yes. So like, it's crazy, bro, because like I bought that in Puerto Rico, and I just started taking pictures and really didn't know much of it. I just enjoyed it. Even though like, most of my time I was such a rookie, such an amateur, I would take all my pictures in auto, but it was just fun, the process of it. And on the video aspect of it, I never got into the video side of it as far as the camera goes. I would always shoot videos in my phone. And it was funny because like when Vine came out, I was always into like I'm the person that likes to be behind the camera and in front of the camera. So now I guess being a real adult, I guess, is like when I took it hella serious. And there's something about filmmaking and photography that kind of excites me. I guess it's more of the challenge that it brings to you. Like what can you do to be creative? So that's something I enjoy. I don't know what brings the excitement.
Man, really, and then it was fun. It was just like my friends. We would just really like on Sundays, the days that I had time, we would just. That's what we would do. That was like the past, that was
put something together.
That was the pastime, basically just hanging out, shooting some videos. We all had fun with it, so that was cool. Eventually, what happened though, I don't know. It became a business. So it went from me having fun with it, just shooting with my friends, to my sister was in college, so she was going for photography. She had like a minor in photography. So my dad has always been a real business minded person, so he saw like she takes pictures, this dude does videos. He was like, let's start a photography company, catering to like quinceañeras, weddings, basically doing that. So he told us about it, and at the time I was working at Brahms. Shout out to Brahms.
Yeah, they got some good burgers.
They got some good burgers, and they gave me hell hours back in the day. So
I'm pretty sure that helped you out a lot on the equipment. Working there,
man, and just building work ethic.
Right.
Like, for if you can be in a fucking fast food restaurant for 8 hours, just 5 days a week.
Yes.
You got a work ethic,
Let me tell you that. I think that also helps structures. Like it's a pain in the ass to work in a fast food, but I think that builds the structure of work ethic. Because trust me, I worked at Church's Chicken. That was my first job. Church's Chicken. I lasted 3 years. Never missed out. It was rarely the time I would like call in sick or whatever the case may be.
Employee of the month every motherfucker.
I was just focused on the money, man, and the chicken was good too. But it was like it showed me work ethic.
Their biscuits are fucking.
You said what?
Church's biscuits.
Yeah, they good, bro. They good.
They shit on every other biscuit.
It just really showed me the discipline of work ethic and the beauty behind it. I would never go back to fast food, but I do thank them for building the work ethic I have now.
Yeah,
today.
man, for sure. You just got to deal with a lot. But yeah, so I was there, and then my dad basically told me we can shoot this many events. This is how much you're gonna get paid. And I looked at it and I was like, man, that sounds cool. Shit, I'll be able to edit, work from home
at your own pace.
Yeah, and at the time I was still in high school too. So really, I was like juggling high school, Brahms, and then now this video thing.
The videos and weddings.
So yeah, it was just kind of a lot, and I was still. It was crazy because I was able to make it, like, to be able to what is it, valedictorian, when you're like the first in your class or whatever. I don't know how the fuck I got it, but like on top of that, I mean I got one in my class, so I was just on top of shit. Boom, boom, boom. The video stuff, I was just basically, it was easy for me, to be honest, because you go and they already kind of lay the outline for in an event, so you just put it together. As to where, like, with skits, you gotta actually write them.
Right, it's a little bit more work.
Light them and all that stuff. So really, it was kind of like, I'm not gonna say easy money, but it was like it wasn't too difficult, like it kind of came natural to me. And after a while, I didn't have time to do skits or none of that. So really, I was doing events every fucking weekend. Like sometimes it'd be like Friday, Saturday. And when we started out, I mean, we didn't have a portfolio or nothing, so we were doing events for like cheap as fuck.
Very low cost. I think it's very important to build a portfolio. So for all those people,
we catered to you got to look at the demographics too. So we kind of looked at what other people were charging and stuff. So we couldn't just charge crazy at first.
Right, you can't charge the same price. Yeah.
Kind of establish ourselves, and for like 3-4 years, really, that's what we did. We just did events, boom, boom, boom. And I got to the point where my sister, she did mass media too. So she got a job at a TV station. So I was in charge of everything really with the photography stuff. So at this point, I had to make sure I delivered pictures, video, basically the whole thing. And It can get stressful.
It can.
I'm gonna tell you that.
And one thing I want to stress very much in this, you have to plan everything out. Don't overbook shit, and be ahead of schedule, man.
Yeah.
Right, Aaron? Be ahead of schedule, you fuck
yeah,
face.
for real.
Because this guy used to be on top of his shit. Had everything planned because it can get.
And then I started fucking with these rappers. So yeah, let me tell you. Basically, after I was doing all these events, I started. I got bored of it, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I was I've shot, I don't know, probably like 30 plus weddings.
How
So
you've been
a while,
close to 10 years, right, in the game?
Huh?
You've been on it close to 10 years?
No, well, I started at 15 and I'm 24 now.
So 9 years, maybe, like in the business, like as far as like experience.
Yeah. It really, I don't know. Like at first, I was kind of like an employee. Like my dad would book the shoots, and then I would just make sure I edited the pictures, did the video. But he handled like the business stuff, like just booking and
getting everybody in.
Yeah, but it got to a certain point where he was like, "Motherfucker, you got to figure it out yourself." So
yeah,
he left everything.
He turned you into a man.
Yeah. So really, at that point, that's when I was like, "Man, do I really want to keep doing weddings and all this stuff?" I was just kind of, I don't know, I was burnt out because when you have to edit that many things, it becomes a routine. It's not like
it's a one-man show too.
You're just
like
basically
you're doing everything.
Yeah, you're just doing it because you have to do it. It's not because you want to do it. It's a job at that point. And I don't know. I don't feel right doing that. Just taking people's money, just because it's money involved. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be able to be passionate.
Well,
about
this is
it
the thing, bro. I think this is I completely understand when you talk about burnout and shit. It's like when you have. Because you might enjoy it, and I do enjoy it. I've done a couple of weddings with you, and I do enjoy it. It's not the best, not the funnest, but as long as you have, a good business partner with you, time will go by fast. But I think I get what you're saying because you get burned out as much as
it depends on the person, too, because there may be people that want to do that. That's their passion, weddings and that stuff. That wasn't really my passion, It was just kind of like I kind of stumbled on it and then just went with it. So
Right.
Really, I would say that's the biggest thing is like as a filmmaker, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just exploring different things because that's really at the end of the day what's gonna, like, doing all those weddings. I don't regret it because I learned and I met a lot of awesome people and you get to see different cultures, different things. So I don't regret it. It's just as time goes, you have to know when to move on to different things,
Right. Okay.
Really keep it creative.
Mm-hmm. So what would you say would have been like, have been like the struggles that you have faced in this journey?
Man, there's been a lot. A lot of really from the gate, it was problem. Like I would say filmmaking is problem solving because you may plan a shoot, but you never really know what's going to happen. Like you got to
overcome that shit. You got to be prepared.
So you have to be prepared and not be scared and be really like with weddings and events. That's what it taught me. Like you have to be ready on the spot because it's a one-time moment. Like that's why they're paying you that much money and they're that's why you're there because you're supposed to capture that moment.
And you got to be like invisible at the same time because you don't want to like be like, oh, do this again, do this. Like you want to let it flow.
It has to be natural. It has to be you have to capture the moment. So like that teaches you a lot to be on point and you can't panic, I would say that's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Like you can't panic and just, you got to keep it pushing. But biggest struggle, man, like I said, at first, I didn't have the right equipment. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just like, I just started doing it. So it wasn't like, I would come up.
You didn't put pressure on yourself pretty much.
I would come across certain problems and I'd be like, why is it doing this? So I would research it and then, like I said, problem solving. I need this computer. Oh, my shit don't look like that. I need to get this camera. Oh, okay, I'll go get this camera. Like it was just a matter of, I didn't want to quit. There was a lot of times where I was like, man, fuck all this. Like why?
It's complicated, bro.
I don't know why I didn't quit, to be honest, bro. Like I don't know why.
It tells you, bro. It tells you because like it is something that I guess it was a challenge. Because like trust me, bro. I've been in it like every day. I learn something new about photography and videography.
Oh yeah,
it's
bro.
Like,
that's the thing.
It's nonstop.
It's fucking.
It's crazy.
If you think about it too hard, it'll kind of drive you a little crazy. So
it will. And then just thinking every time that you might be set, but there's a new thing that you can probably improve on, and there's a new equipment that you need to buy, and it's like it can mess you up in the brain because I can go crazy and spend money on equipment and shit, and like I always talk myself into like it's an investment, but fuck, it can add up very quick and empty my bank account in like this.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure, man. It's a sacrifice that I don't think a lot of people are willing to take, and I'm proud of you for that, because there's been, you don't know how many people come up and, oh, I want to learn how to do it. I want to learn how to do it.
It's the same.
It's a matter of just fucking, like, you actually did it. You went and got the equipment. You looked up some YouTube videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just have to do. You just have to do it. It's not
look, if you can't afford to go to
like I said, I started with a point and shoot, like little fucking camera, so you don't need, you
all
just
that
gotta
fancy
start.
shit.
Yeah,
it's like, to start off, it's like, it doesn't matter the camera. It's more of the creativity and how you are shooting it. Somebody can probably shoot a better video than me on their iPhone. It's just a matter of creativity.
Oh yeah, man. I've seen some awesome. I don't know. I'll send you the link, but it's this wedding video I saw. It was just like all shot with the iPhone. Beautiful.
That's crazy, and it's crazy because like for the people to allow that person to shoot it in an iPhone, they must trust them a lot, because I would have been like, nah, bro, come on. Like, nah. But
get the fuck out of here,
it's
bro.
crazy, man. It's really crazy, and I learned something every day. I think YouTube has been the perfect school for me. I'm not, rich, so I can't afford.
No excuses. There's no excuses.
There isn't. We live. Look, bro.
There's fucking what is it? Indie Mogul or what? There's a lot of film channels out there that.
There's a lot.
That will just fucking drill you with information
and this go back to being like, bro, we're so fucking blessed to live in an era where we have Google and fucking YouTube. So back in our day, our parents did not have that shit. So they had to learn the hard way. Either newspaper, go to fucking school to get their news, and like us.
Now literally you can drop a radio show every fucking 2 days.
Right. We have this, man. We have this on our hands.
Yeah.
It gives us everything we need. You don't have a computer, you have your phone. Go on YouTube, search up some shit. Like there's no excuse, man. And there's like, it does take a lot of work. Like, honestly, you have to think of this as your second job.
Yeah, it's kind of like working out, man. Like, it's not that fucking complicated. You go, you get your heart rate going, and you're gonna lose weight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But most people just don't do it. So it's and with filmmaking too, it's just one of those things that at first people look at it a little funny too. Because let's say they ask you what you're going to... It's a lot of pressure you got to put up with, basically. Because you're not going to go the traditional way. Like, probably... You got to understand that... I mean, at least for a broke motherfucker like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not going to be able to be buying a house, buying a charger or jewelry or Rolex, all that shit. Because you're going to be spending money on a laptop, a lens. So, like, you got to... Unless you just got money like that and you can fucking do it both. But you just have to be okay with the fact that you're probably going to not be living a life that most people live. You know what I'm saying?
But
like, it's not the traditional.
I don't even worry about that, bro. Because, like, I think, especially nowadays, is more of a...
Well, you don't. Because how old are you now?
26.
26. But let's look at somebody that's like 16 or like 18, 19.
It's just... I think it's a matter of mentality, bro, because if you go into the mentality of wanting to show off and impress people you don't like, because that's the majority, and not everybody, but the majority of the people's mentality nowadays is just to buy shit that they don't need just to impress
people they don't like.
That's just all it is.
Flex on they bitch ass.
Right, that's all it is. So when you work in a regular job and you have a fancy ass car, working a regular job, it's just... Why the fuck, like, you're fucking a Honda, a fucking Toyota can take you the same place that a fucking Mercedes can take you. But you're working a regular job and you got a fucking Mercedes to impress your fucking high school friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't, like, you can invest that money.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, for any young filmmaker just know that you're going to be, investing a lot of your time and your money into it. So don't be surprised if at like fucking 23, 24, you see all your friends getting a mortgage and 2 trucks and
yes.
And you just have a bunch of microphones and laptops
yes, that's how I see it, bro. This is the thing, man. I think
people don't like that's another thing. Whenever you're pricing your videos and shit, people don't look at that. They don't.
You gotta sometimes remind them.
They look at the final fucking video on the phone or whatever, but they don't see all the components to it. It's like anything, I guess. Like these couches, we don't see how they made them. We just
right.
It's
I
just...
definitely get you on that. I think what is gonna determine that you do like it is like if you go to Best Buy and you buy a fucking $2,000 camera. Now, what excitement do you get? Because I get hella excited when I bought my Sony. I got hella excited, bro. I was like, fuck.
It was about to step.
It was like it was fulfilling. Like shit. Like I got this camera. Like shit. Like I prefer to waste 2,000 on that than on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? That I know I'm not gonna give value out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's when you know that's your passion, when you figure it out. Like if you like, to give you an example, let's give you an example on the barbering. Like you are also a barber too, and you want to build an empire as far as barbering. You want to, I guess, how do you say the word?
Revolutionize?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna create a barbershop where people love to go there, where people are like vibing and shit.
Really, because I think like even filmmaking, I feel like that's what it is. It's creating a environment, creating a vibe, creating, like, that's what you're creating. Really, I mean, you have the cameras and all this stuff, but at the end of the day is the energy that you create when you're there. When you're shooting a wedding, like if you're happy and you're involved, and you're gonna shoot some good pictures and you're gonna get some good moments. But it's all about creating a moment, creating, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Creating that environment, that good energy. So yeah, man, really, fuck, man, that's why I don't really like to title myself, because I don't know if I'm you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. That's my problem too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why, like, I want to be all over the place. I like so many things, man, and it's hard for me sometimes to focus on just one.
Yeah, and that's the one thing too. You can't do it all. You can,
right, and that's the thing. Look,
and maybe you can, but you got to do it one at a time.
I think that is the case, bro.
And I would say that's been one of my biggest struggles. Since you're asking about struggles, out of high school, I was kind of like a little kid, just fucking grabbing shit, like when they're walking around and they're just That's how it was. Like I was just like, oh, fitness. I like fitness. Like I wanted to do everything that I fucking like, because really I feel like that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
why the fuck? If you want to do something, go do it. You should. Why do we have to? Yeah. So that's what I did. I did fitness. I like to cut hair. I fucking started cutting hair. Did videos. So I was just everywhere. And it's good because it didn't just confine me into one little box. I had different options. So that's good. It's good to have options, but at some point you have to make a decision to how you're gonna execute. I would say because if you have you can have a lot of goals. Because let's look at, I don't know, Jay-Z. You don't know how many businesses he really has. Right. You just see the rapping and shit, but you have to choose that one thing that's gonna allow you to do different.
That's
things.
something that probably I haven't That's why I haven't taken my foot off the gas when it comes to multiple things, because I think at the end of the day, only time will tell which is the one you're gonna focus like more on. Because I can give you an example. Like we can start a business where we can go and create. We can create weddings. We can create commercials for businesses. We can start that, but then we can build a business off of that where we can hire other people and have that running. And then whenever you feel like, oh, I want to do a wedding, like out of nowhere. Like, oh, I want to do a wedding. You go and do a wedding. You get what I'm saying?
That's the I mean, whatever works for you really is the what I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I get
whatever works for, because I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I wouldn't be able to give the advice of like just fucking go create, go create a bunch of businesses and fucking, because it's difficult to.
It is
to just I would just say the advice I would give somebody is dabble around, but then at some point just focus more on one, and then one at a time, instead of fucking having to do.
That's my thing, man.
6 jobs like you're gonna just be super fucking stressed, and it's gonna be. I mean, I think it's good to do it for a little bit, just to build that work ethic, that grind of being like just fucking working all the time. Yeah. But yeah, at some point it's gonna be more effective. I would think if you just spend more time on your mind isn't in fucking 5-6 places.
Yeah. That's one of the struggles I face, is like just trying to be all over the place. As far as the YouTube, I got the NBA stuff. I love the NBA. I love talking about it. I love feeling like I'm fucking better than Stephen A. Smith when it comes to doing takes on the sports. I love it, man. I just love it. Debating and just creating sports, especially NBA.
And really fucking fitting. I mean, you just got to fit as many things as you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, sometimes, like, I may not sleep a whole lot because I just want to sometimes I'm tired as fuck, but I still want to go hang out with my friends, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You just want to, I don't know. Like you could die tomorrow. It's corny as fuck, but you could die tomorrow, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn, I wanted to go kick it with the homies and Fastlers, and I didn't go." And
yeah,
now you're fucking dead.
I definitely understand on that side, bro. I think it's crazy. I think it's just try to balance. Sometimes they say there's no such thing as a balance, but I think you got to try as much as you can.
And then it's not good for your health, man. It's not good for your health to have that many fucking things on your mind like that, to be honest, because I did it since I was in 16 till now. Like now is when I've slowed down and just I'm focusing on the barbering, and I think I'm just more at peace just because I don't have so much weight on my shoulders. And I'm not saying I'm not doing the film stuff anymore, but I'm just taking a different approach to it, you know?
And it's like you said, bro, like I understand doing it by yourself. It's really stressful, man.
Yeah, it is.
Me learning when I started the YouTube, my YouTube has been out for like 2 years now, and like just starting in and knowing what it takes to sit down, put the camera, record the footage, then edit it. Then after that, you have to upload it, create a thumbnail, then spread it out. And it's really like it can get overwhelming. And then knowing like while you're processing everything, uploading the video, you got to work on another video that you have ready. And it can get overwhelming at times. And then just doing it by yourself, it kind of can like lead you towards like, man, fuck this shit.
Fucking
you know what
depression.
I'm saying? Fuck it, because it's like a lot, man. A lot of people don't know how it is.
And then the thing is too, once you're working with clients, man, it's very important to them. So their stress is kind of gonna come on YouTube because that's their vision, you know. For example, with the artist, the music video, like that's their whole fucking image. So they're gonna be concerned about it. They're gonna be texting you. They're gonna be, you know, I mean, it's their career, you know. So they put their career in your hands. So it is a lot of stress because you have to make sure you deliver, and basically you're taking out the vision of that's inside somebody else's head and putting it out. So that can be challenging. Definitely.
So on the going to the the barbering, that's something that also you are trying to go hard on.
Man, basically like the whole barbering thing, I always did it as just like a hobby kind of. I would just cut up all my friends. Like, I don't know, I ran into a ad one day. I think it was Jay the Barber, Easy Shave. Shout out to Easy Shave product. They had a series of DVDs and I just bought them. It was like $35 for it was like a course on how to cut hair.
Yeah.
I played it all the time. I didn't even really cut hair. I would just watch it until finally I bought some clippers, and that was one of those things that just
that came out of nowhere. You just bought the DVD and
it was
watched it like, I'm gonna try this shit out.
Yeah, I always like getting haircuts, so I always like going.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? I love getting a haircut, man.
Well, there's some people that don't like getting haircuts. There's some people that don't. I think
it's satisfying as fuck, man. Like, it's just,
but yeah, I used to go to this barber college right here on 25th and Agnew. It was a vibe, bro. You walk in there and it was like your old school barbershop vibe. Like, it smelled good, you know. It just felt good being there. Like, sometimes I'd wait like 3 hours for my haircut. And I didn't even care. I would just be in there,
just chilling.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man, because I was like, what? I was doing all this at the same time. I was probably like 14 or so. And the barber, he was cutting my hair, and he asked me what I wanted to do. What grade was I in? I think I was like in 10th grade. He was like, what do you want to do with your life, basically? It was one of those first times where somebody asks you, like, what are you going to do with your life? And you're like, what am I going to do with my life? Like it just kind of hits you.
Especially at a young age, which you don't know what the fuck you want, you know?
Well, at the time, I was actually already in school, and I was already doing the video stuff, kind of. So I already had, I was already doing something. I wasn't just fucking clueless, I guess. But he asked me, and I was like, well, I do videos, and I don't know, man. I kind of like this haircutting stuff, too. It seems interesting, because it was a school. So that all the people cutting you up there were students. And he told me, he was like, man, well, just focus, and maybe one day you'll have a barbershop in a video studio, like a video
studio, kind of like
in the same building. And I thought about it. I was like, damn, that sounds pretty tight, So really, that's the goal, man. I want to just create a creative environment for people, kind of like I don't know. You know the Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory?
Yeah.
Like a place like that where people are just like
It's
having fun and then still working, making shit happen, man.
it's doable, and I think you can even do both. Cause
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
if you get the barbershop going, which you are, one step in.
And it's crazy too, man. Cause my bad for interrupting, but being in the barbershop is kind of like like a movie, bro. Because you're dealing with so many people, so many emotions, so many vibes. Like,
Yeah.
so really, it's like you're fucking in a little movie every Friday, Saturday. You know, it's like
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
bunch
Like
of
it is.
characters.
It's definitely something that I feel like it's a vibe, man. Every time you go and get your haircut, and like as long
It
as
kind of gets people going. It gets people going. Like somebody
Yeah.
might come in a little down,
and
and then you cut them up, and
You
then
bless
where they
'em.
want to go out and fucking have a good time. You know? Like it's-
conquer the world. But I think it's doable. Like I think it's doable, where you can build your own barbershop, and then it'll
It's
start
like
from one
it's like kind
location.
of like satisfying, you know, to be able to like change people's day like that. And
Yeah, man, that's
like
something.
with film and stuff, it was cool too. Like, man, there was so many like mothers that have cried and brides that have cried, and that's cool too to see, like, capture a moment like that. But
I
yeah,
think,
like it's just, I don't know, man. You can get satisfaction from anything you do, really.
I think, yeah, because like one of my things is I love motivating people, man. I love, especially when they say they want to go and do their shit. Like that shit pumps me,
Yeah.
and that's definitely one of the things I love to do, as far as like giving people as much advice as I can, as far as
Yeah, for sure. And like, I'm no fucking pro, you know.
Right, that's what I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
sharing
like-
my experiences, and I mean, I still got a long way to go. I'm still fucking up daily. Like,
I guess
it's
I'll
just,
yeah.
man.
The advice I give to people is like more of motivation, because like I'm not gonna give somebody money advice. Shit, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're still
Like,
figuring the shit out, man.
I still like I give advice in my field, like
Like,
okay, motivation,
yeah.
consistency, like people.
And I mean, really, like, if you look back at when we met, how long ago was that?
shit, like 5 years ago, bro, almost 5 years.
Okay, 5 years ago. So to now, it's a lot. You've improved. You know what I'm saying? We've been through all kinds of shit.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Gold's
bro,
Gym, different jobs, different. So it really, like, the way I look at this is like, if I had a little brother or, you know, a little cousin or something, and I could give them some advice. That's what I would tell them. Is just
Yeah,
fucking-
bro. Like a lot of people be like, damn, where do you get all the energy and the consistency as far as doing all this shit? Like I do sacrifice some shit sometimes. Like I'd rather just stay here and work on my shit than just
yeah, bro.
going out.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
what I'm saying?
definitely another thing. Like, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you're not gonna have a regular life. Like, it's that's what I'm saying. As much as you, as much as you want, you're not gonna. A lot of times, you won't be able to spend time with your girl, or, you know, if you have that girl that puts up with it, you're blessed. But that's one thing that you, like, I think a lot of times relationships could suffer because you're just, at least with me, I was zoned in. Like, I didn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, I got selfish. I almost got cold at some point. Like, it was like, I didn't like Christmas. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm still gonna be cutting. Thanksgiving, like, they're gonna pay me $60 for a cut. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, like, it wasn't like I didn't even, till I would say about this year, I started seeing things in my life kind of. I had to just slow down because I seen relationships fuck up. I just started thinking, like, if my mom died or my dad died tomorrow, I'm fucking over here just working and not paying attention to them. Like, I wouldn't want to have that in my conscience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to kind of step back and just be like, okay, like, I need to chill out and kind of focus on myself again, because you can get just lost, man.
Yeah.
Especially, like, once I got into music videos and shit like that, that's when it was like a crazy lifestyle, because I went from weddings and all that. Like, that's healthy environment, you know. You just, once you get into music videos, you're kind of like on the artist's time, in a sense,
Yeah.
because artists are just something else. You know, you can't force something to happen. Like, it has to be the vibe, you know. So you have to, for example, like, Money Holic Mafia was one of the first people that consistently had me working like 2-3 days out of the week, go shoot with them. You know, they were, you know, I was consistently working with them, and that was in the hood, like in the straight up hood. So a lot of times it was just like, what is it, like, you just had to be on the spot type of thing, you know. So it may be fucking 2 in the morning. We're shooting. Like,
Damn.
yeah, like they would just call me. Like, when that's the thing. Whenever I had a secure job, and then I said, "Fuck this job. I'm gonna just do me," because I already had the equipment. I already had a little bit of money saved up to go and be able to do that for a few months. So I was like, it's go time. Like, I'm not clocking in. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody calls me at 2 in the morning, you know, I was just ready to go. So, and then I wanted to get into the music video scene and really dealing with artists. That's how it is. Like, you'll be in the studio fucking overnight type shit. So you gotta, yeah, man. I mean, it kind of messes up your sleep schedule and all that stuff. So you just have to, I would say, at the end of the day, you gotta watch your health and be mentally good. Because if not, eventually you'll crash.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. We're going hard. We're shooting like fucking 3 videos a day type of shit. I was just pushing myself to, and I mean, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to grind, but it does get to the point where you just got to chill out.
Yeah. I'm definitely prepared for any scenario, and every day I get better and better as far as learning the film making and directing and all that good jazz. But I do want to go at my own pace. I don't want to, stress myself.
Another thing that was kind of stressful was we started working with artists that were already a little established. And coming from Oklahoma, like, I was probably one of the first dudes to shoot videos, like Grindaholic, Mr. Sharp. They were probably the first 2 that I seen. And then after that, I mean, I was like, 15, 16. So I started doing music. It was kind of like, I would say I'm one of the pioneers in Oklahoma City as far as hip hop music video directors. Like,
yeah, you do a pretty
like
good
a
job,
lot of people. Bro. I don't even like to toot my own horn like that, but I was one of,
I mean, if you look at it, bro,
yeah.
Since you started from now, like,
I think I've influenced a lot of people, and people reach out to me and I give them advice as much as I can. Reachable, I guess.
Yeah. That's definitely, I look up to you, man. When you started, it was crazy. Like, your work ethic and the grind that you had, the creativity behind your music videos was something that kind of got me going as far as, like, valuing more the directing and filmmaking side of things. It's like, damn, man, you can create all that with just your mind, like your imagination.
The work ethic,
and
man,
shit.
really, that's what it comes down to. Like, Mr. Sharp is one of the people that I seen first when I was in high school shooting videos, and this fool was dropping a video every once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week, just banging them out, boom, 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 boom. So you would just, every music video you would see had his stamp, boom, 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 and that's how you found out about it. You know what I'm saying? You just started working, grinding, and then you motivate people by just working hard, man. Really, because there's been people I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "Damn, bro, just seeing that shit." And a lot of times you don't think about it, but that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? You just
definitely, bro. Like, it's something to. I mean, I'm. For example, like, I want to do like a music video, but I want to do it with some.
Oh, hold up. What I was saying is what stressed me out, because I didn't finish the thought. What stressed me out was the fucking fact that we had to work with artists that were already established. So we had, like, I worked with Mo3, Tech, Main Music, like Young OG. To us, that I mean, they're not like super crazy mainstream. I've worked with Kevin Gates, like E40. So being put in situations with these artists that are already been around and they're superstars, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was just stressful, I guess, having to deliver quality that's gonna be within that.
They're gonna meet their expectations.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's like already the big leagues type of shit, and so. That can be stressful, But thankfully, every video that I did came out cool. Yella Beezy fucking recently used some of our footage in one of his videos. That's kind of fucked up, bro. Didn't even give us credit.
That's crazy, man. But, bro,
I fuck with Yella Beezy.
I think we need to establish right now. I think it's good to document any kind of goals that you're trying to accomplish. That way, you put pressure on yourself to make it happen, and you're just not bullshitting. So what would you like? Where would you like to take the creative side of the filmmaking and also the barbershop?
Really, right now, man, as far as like the filmmaking, I'm just chilling. I'm just living life, like experiencing as many things as I can, enjoying my friends, enjoying my family, and down the line, I'd like to shoot a movie, a short film, or something like that. You know, I'm still open to work on projects and stuff, but I don't know.
I think it's at your own pace.
Yeah, it's not.
much.
It's not like right now. It's not a big priority of mine to be like putting out content crazy or nothing like that. I'm focused on the barbering stuff, and yeah, definitely once that's already going, then we'll see what's up. But no, I mean definitely still vlogging and stuff. I still want to do that.
That's hella fun, man. I think that
I want to go back to doing the fun shit.
Yeah.
I want to go back to those days when I was with my homie shooting skits and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what got it going. So
yeah, man, like fitness is one of our things as well, man. Fitness is something that kind of got us, into the groove, kind of got us in a way better mindset too.
Yeah, for sure.
We used to film a lot of our workouts and stuff, and fitness is very important. So I would definitely highly advise everybody to incorporate fitness into their lifestyle because it just helps you out mentally and physically.
Yeah, that's another thing that I let go of when I started getting super busy and stressed and shit, which is retarded because exercise helps with stress and all that.
It does.
There's times where you're just so in your head that you're like, fuck it, I don't have time for it. But really, 10 minutes to like do some jumping jacks or some shit, like it's gonna help. It
is. So I definitely recommend anybody to kind of incorporate that. You got 7 days a week. You can at least take 2 to 3 days out of that to fucking work out. It's just no excuse.
And then it's just bro. It's just good to build. For example, if we wouldn't have worked out and I stopped like let's say I stopped working out and we didn't work out as hard as we did at some point, I'd be like super obese right now because I've been drinking beer and just not, you know what I'm saying? Healthy lifestyle.
Definitely.
So the fact that I built muscle before at least helped me out a little bit.
And you can look at that and see like, damn, I got to that point, like, I was able, you was toned at a certain point, and I was hella big, I was feeling good, and like we got to that point.
It's really easy to let it go, man.
Yeah, it's like determination, but shit happens, bro. Life happens.
I seen this picture of Vin Diesel. He's like, it was like after Paul Walker died, and he was like on the beach, kind of. It was like a beach house.
He was off fucking.
Yeah, he looked fat, bro. And at the time, I was fit when I seen that picture, and I was like, what the fuck? This nigga let himself go? Why? Like, this, how could Toretto let himself go?
And now you're like...
And then now I understand. I'm like, fuck.
He probably went through some shit.
He was depressed. He was like, fuck everything.
Right. It happens, man. It happens.
That was a look he had in his face.
It's like you said, man. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We all go through some shit. But one thing is like me, for example, is like what I want to accomplish as far as goals and stuff. Like I just quit a month and a half ago. I just quit my regular job. And I want to focus on the filmmaking. If I can make a good living out of, filmmaking, that doesn't matter what it is. And also on the side, just still focus on my YouTube channel. I think that's something that's going to fulfill me. I've enjoyed the journey of learning every day, and pushing myself to the limits, pushing my creative mind. And it's something that takes a lot, man, for me to just be like, fuck this shit and walk out and be like, I want to do this.
And look, this is one thing that I think we're talking about. I don't know. I was talking about it with somebody. The job is always going to be there. Like, a job is always going to be there. Like, you can go get a job at any fucking time. But to follow your dream, like, you're not going to have the energy that you have right now as a young person forever, Right. I'd rather do it now and fail fucking 20, 30 times. By the time I'm 40, maybe I'll get it.
Right.
And to start at, nothing against anybody that's starting at 40, but... then working at Walmart, and then at 40 being like, oh, I want to follow my dream when I'm already fucking running out of testosterone and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
being specific. Yes. So my recommendation, and this is something that was able to help me out. I literally planned it 2 months in advance. I was like, fuck this shit. I don't want to fucking be working for somebody else.
Did you have that day where you were just fucking like looking... that dead look on your face and you were like, fuck this?
Yeah, man. It's like, I was like, I'm gonna plan shit out, man. I want to, because my goal was, I wanted to do save up for 6 months to be able. So what I would recommend is calculate all your bills. If you're looking to follow your dreams, whether it's to, build your own business, go into filmmaking, photography, whatever it is that is your dreams, what I would recommend is just sit down, calculate all your bills, and be like, okay, if I can save this for 6 months, if you can save your bills 6 months, do that. Quit your goddamn job, plan everything out, and go for it. I did it for 2 months.
And the scenario is different too when people have kids and shit. It's gonna be a little harder for sure. But yeah, man. I mean,
you gotta figure it out if you want to.
Yeah, you gotta jump in, man.
You'll figure it out if you want to. If you want it that bad.
Not, I mean, if you're cool with your job and just fucking doing that, that's cool too.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying for the people that like hate their job. Nah. I was one of them. I was like, fuck that. Nah. So my plan was to save up for 6 months, but I couldn't do it. I was just tired of it. So I guess the challenge of like being in a short time of period really helped me out to figure out what I want to really do as far as being my own boss.
And then the thing is, you're gonna have to at some point jump in and be doing that consistently, because you can't go to a 9 to 5 and then come home and still, you can do a little bit, but you're not gonna have the same energy than you would if you do 8 hours of editing and shooting, and it's just not gonna happen.
And I think it's doable. I mean, I think it's doable, and I'm gonna make it happen. And it's something that I'm pressuring myself to do. And
like you wouldn't have the time to do all this editing.
Right, I wouldn't. I would not.
Like you would
the amount of knowledge I have right now will never
compare.
Like
right now, you're at the point where you can make some money off of what you have. Like,
correct.
You can go out there and you'll make some and you've already done it. And that's fucking
I got a little
priceless.
taste of it, man.
Yeah,
it feels fucking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and challenge myself and make a.
And like I said, at the end of the day, there's always gonna be jobs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If at some point you do have to pick up a little job or something, don't be afraid of it. Don't fucking feel defeated or like, damn, I gotta work again. Sometimes you just have to fucking regather yourself and then, go back at it. Like, that's just what it is. Like,
yeah, bro.
Because I've had buddies before that they quit and then bills start stacking and the stress gets too fucking heavy, so they'll go get a job, get their shit together, and go back at it again. Like that's just what you got to do.
Hell yeah.
Because it's not gonna just fucking be smooth as butter.
Right. Like the journey's definitely gonna be a bumpy.
And then another thing is like, yeah, for any young person watching, just fucking don't have kids. I'm not gonna say don't have kids, but man, you just make it super fucking complicated on yourself if you do have kids,
don't have kids yet. Like if you have a goal, that can wait. Honestly, that can wait. It shouldn't be also.
That's what's helped me, man. Not having kids, and then thankfully having supportive parents that fucking they're there for me.
Yeah, bro. That's plus right there.
With that.
Yeah, I think definitely just plan shit out, man. Do it, cause like you only have one life, and you don't want to fucking be old as shit and be in a. What is those called? The old
nursing
people
home?
places?
Nursing home?
What?
Like a nursing home?
I guess you can call it a nursing home. You don't want to be 60 and be in a nursing home and then like regret spending the rest of those 20 years that you have left or even less regretting that, damn, I didn't do this because I was fucking, I wanted to play
that's one
safe.
thing that I'm cool with right now is like if I was to, it's a deep subject, but if I was to die, I think I'd be, it's not that, I don't want to die, but I'd be cool with it. Like most things that I want to do, I've done. So it's not like that's cool. That's a cool.
I mean, if I were to die
I don't want. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to die.
I know. I'm just saying, if I were to die tomorrow, at least like I wouldn't be that mad at myself because I tried to do what
I tried to fucking.
I followed my dreams. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like fucking.
Like I've just had. I know how it feels, man, to have like those days where you're just going to work and you just fucking hate it. Like you're just dreading it, and then you're just.
I saw the anger at
sad. It. You're just mad. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I've been in fucking a job and you're just looking down. You're just.
I had to do it, bro. I had to quit because like I would come here and I would be fucking in such a bad mood because I would quit.
And start taking it out on
right,
and
and
it's just not good, man.
I would literally get off and be like, fuck, I got to be back in this bitch again the next day. So I already be in a bad mood. Like it was that bad to the point
Because you were
where
already thinking like, there's nothing fun coming. It's just fucking. I'm about
bro,
to be
it's
doing
crazy.
this shit for the next.
I would
fucking,
be off and I'm like, fuck, I got what? Fucking 24 hours of happiness and then like back to the same bullshit. And not even that. It's like probably less than that. And like in my days off, I would be like thinking, fuck, I got to be back. Yeah. I would edit, work on my videos, but I would be like, fuck, I want to do more. But I got to be back at that shithole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck. And I would be already in a bad mood.
Yeah.
All my day off.
Definitely gets you. So so living like that for fucking 20 years, I can't do it, man.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'd rather be broke.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And it's like, you do, like, at that point, I was making good-ass money, man. But, like, at that point, it wasn't fulfilling me. I was like, fuck this shit. Like, it's good-ass money, good benefits and shit. But, like, I'd rather be broke.
And then
happy.
the sooner you start, the better. Because then, yeah, you're going to have to do it at some point, you know?
Yeah, because at that job, I could make $80,000 a year. But as long as I make 50, even 40, I'll be happy, bro. Like, if I make 40, 1,000 a year doing this or 50, whatever the case may be, and I'm happy, like, I don't give a fuck about the rest. I don't give a fuck about the money.
Yeah, man. Money, I mean,
as long as I pay the bills. And
I know people that have a lot of money and they're fucking
miserable,
still depressed and going through the same shit that we're going through, you know? Like, you have to, I personally believe it's about being like around good people and just having the freedom to do what you want to do.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
That's what it comes down to.
I definitely feel you, man. We are 51 minutes in. This was some fucking good-ass advice. I think people are going to find a lot of value. If you guys have any questions, any specific questions that we are able to answer, feel free to leave a comment. We're going to wrap this podcast up. Aaron, my boy, thank you for stopping by. We're going to definitely make shit happen, and it's not going to be the last of us here. So, yeah, man, this podcast will be out pretty soon. So if you guys comment your feedback down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. We out.
Peace.
Peace.